This is the Transforming Anxiety podcast with Kelly Hanlon McCormick, and today is episode number 237, Reacting to Emotions. Welcome to Transforming Anxiety. I'm your host, Kelly McCormick. I'm a mom to 2 boys, a wife, friend, daughter, and sister, and I'm a certified life coach, yoga teacher, and soon-to-be mindfulness meditation teacher. I'm no stranger to anxiety, and I'm here to teach you how to manage your mind and your emotions so that you too can transform anxiety into calm, peace, and whatever you want for your life. I'm so glad you're here. Well, hey there. Welcome in today. Let's talk about intention. We're going to be talking about reacting to emotions today. And my intention for this conversation, I think my intention more and more with all of the conversations I'm having here on the podcast with you and with the classes and small groups that I teach each week and with the clients that I work with one-on-one is this much deeper work of asking ourselves and even sometimes being willing to just wait, not asking and investigating and inquiring so harshly, but this gentle opening to what's really happening, a willingness to be with what is and to see how we are, who we are, and what's really showing up in any moment, in any day, in any season of our life. So as we move through this conversation today, I want to really consider that this is a practice of surrendering and of letting go, which is not to say that it's a practice of like we just get to lay down and relax. There's a lot of action and effort really to surrendering and letting go. There's this opening to this capacity for listening in. And I think that's what this conversation is about. And like I said, I don't know if there's something in the air or the water or, conversations I've been having with a lot of people lately about getting closer and closer to who we really are, how we really are, and really being willing to listen in. So, yeah, reacting to emotions is what we're going to talk about today. And this is something we all do. It's something we can all pay attention to. It's something we can all learn a ton from. And I want to start by suggesting that your emotions are information from inside. Emotions are data. It's you telling you something about you. And I don't think this is our natural inclination when it comes to emotions. When we feel something, we don't go, oh, wait, this is interesting. Let me sift through this data and see what we're dealing with here, right? We feel something and we're mostly like, no. And we try all of our cute medicate and run tactics so that we can feel better or feel nothing. Does that resonate? Does that sound familiar? So I want to consider emotions today and how we can approach them in a different way, meaning how we can slow things down and respond to them with thought and with care instead of being so reactionary with our feelings. And viewing our emotions as data, right, as information from within, I think this is a good place to start. So think about this. You get hot, you get cold, you get hungry and thirsty, right? You get tired and sick and energized and healthy, and you respond accordingly. You take care of yourself. Well, hopefully you take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself, right? You sense these things in your body. You feel these sensations, and then you care for yourself. Like you grab a blanket, you get a glass of water, you make dinner, you go to bed. And for the most part, we don't view this like as a personal defect or a fault. We're just like, yeah, I'm tired. I need to sleep, right? That happens. We respond. It's just information. So I wonder, could we treat our emotions the same way? Could we view it simply as information, feeling information, and search for the messaging in it instead of judging the emotion on the surface and reacting simply to what we're feeling? Does that make sense? Like if we think of emotions as information, then the emotion itself is never the problem. It's just a side effect or a symptom or a signal that something else is going on. It's really an invitation to look deeper. That's a different perspective on emotions, right? Simply a signal. It's like the smoke from a fire. Smoke isn't what's happening. Fire is happening. What if anxiety wasn't what was happening, but trying to do too much was the real issue at hand? That was the fire, right? Anxiety is just what shows up. It's the smoke. Or feeling overwhelmed. It's just a side effect of having a schedule that doesn't allow for any downtime or relaxation. Overwhelm isn't an issue. It points you back to what's happening. Like when I do this with my calendar, I feel overwhelmed. Just like when I don't sleep enough, I get tired. Right? Feeling tired isn't the problem. Not getting enough sleep is. Making sense? I once heard a psychologist talk about emotions as suggestions. And I thought that was kind of fascinating too. Like our feelings are suggestions from inside about what might be going on. Because also, maybe not. I'll give you an example from my own life on this. I'm not proud of this, but we'll go with it anyway. I got mad the other day. I was feeling angry at a friend, and it made no sense. My friend was doing something sweet for her son, and I was upset about it. Okay, this is really great, Cal, right? It's very emotionally mature. It's totally sound and stable. This whole thing that was going on with her son, it had interrupted our time together, which is so precious. It's so rare. And I had some thoughts about what she was up to, if I'm totally honest about it. But like, really, this is not who I want to be in the world. And here's what I found when I sat with that for a moment, when I sat with the anger for a moment and just let myself wonder about it for long enough to really feel it. I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad at all. I was jealous. Her son is a lot younger than my kids. He's 5 years old. He's in kindergarten. He needed something really simple. And she was able to pause in her day and take care of it and totally change the trajectory of his day in less than 10 minutes. Seriously. And I got mad because for me, anger is easier to feel than jealousy. That's a quicker pathway. I can get to anger quicker than I can get to jealousy. And the truth is, I have a tween and a teen. And if their day is going sideways, it's going to take me a lot longer, and it's going to require a lot of effort on my part to even begin to help. And truly, at their ages, I can't remotely control the trajectory of their day anymore. Not even a little, right? It's my job to let go, let them feel, let them experience the world and their relationships and their homework and their lives, and to sit with them through that. So I sat with this whole thing, and I actually had a chance to talk it through with her because I had this small microsecond of clarity, and I was like, this is weird. This thing that I'm doing, I'm just noticing that I'm feeling mad. Like I was able to say that to her. What is this? Right? I treated it like I would treat the pain of a paper cut. Like, this hurts. This is happening. And then, oh, look, I'm bleeding. I cut myself. This experience, it was kind of like that. Oh, weird. This hurts. I'm feeling mad. Oh, wait. I'm not even mad. I'm jealous. Yeah, that felt truer. Because, my kids are growing up. And you know what no one tells you? Is that your kids leave long before they leave the house. They're out with their friends. They're busy with school activities and football games and debate tournaments, and they're making plans. They're going to sleepovers and movies, and you won't see them for huge swaths of time while they're still with you. You'll be missing them, and they're not even gone yet. So, no, I wasn't mad. I was jealous. And I sat with that, we talked about it, and I found I wasn't even really jealous. I mean, I was a little bit. There was that hint of, I remember when they were so little and I could just help them, truly help them and make things feel better for them quickly. But the truth is I wasn't even really jealous. The truth is I was missing my kids. That's what happened there. Mad was just a side effect of all of that. Mad was this weird symptom. It's like when you're tired and for some reason you need your reading glasses in the evening because you're tired and you're in your 40s and now you can't see at night. What? Right? It was like that. But if I'd stayed with mad, if I'd assumed that was true and real, right? I could have taken it out on her. Told her I thought it was dumb she was doing what she was doing. What about our time together? I could have caused a rift between us. I could have misunderstood myself. Like I could have just reacted to the emotion and left it all there. Icky, misinterpreted, conflict riddled. No good for anyone. And I have to say, it really didn't take too long for me to find the jealousy. And then from there, it was a pretty quick jump to get to how I was feeling about my kids, my teenager in particularly. And like the sweet sadness of all of that, of him growing up, of him already leaving in his totally great, independent, self-sufficient way, of my just not being ready. That's what that was about, not anger. It wasn't about my friend even a little bit. She just happened to knock on the door of that sadness for me. She showed it to me. Her situation and seeing her with her sweet 5-year-old, it reminded me, oh, look what's happening, Kel. This is what I mean. Emotions are information. And a lot of times the information runs deep. It's not information about the emotion that shows up on the surface even. Sometimes not even the next emotion that you can find or even the next, right? Anger wasn't the deal. Jealousy wasn't even the whole deal. But it was much closer. And jealousy pointed right at the sadness and that bittersweetness that's really happening for me. The thing that I need to look at, right? My kids are growing up. That's happening. And it's okay. And it's hard. And I feel some wild emotions about it that don't make any sense at all. So listen, maybe we'll actually keep this one kind of short and sweet. I say that sometimes, then I just keep talking. Maybe we'll leave this one right here. This is short, but I feel like this is enough, right? Just like this. We'll just recognize the emotions, the suggestions, the feelings that show up for what they are. Information, data, a hint at what's happening, a hint at the real work, the real of you. And that we need to stay with it. Keep digging, stay curious, drop our assumptions in order to see what really shows up, what's really happening. Yeah? All right, let me hear from you. I want to know how this one hits you. Don't ever hesitate to reach out. All right, I will see you again at the same time, same place next week for more Transforming Anxiety. I have another great interview coming next week, a really cool conversation for you. So stay close. Be sure you're subscribed. Ooh, which speaking of, by the way, we're on YouTube now. There's a new podcasting feature on YouTube. So if you're a YouTubing kind of person, then you can get all the podcasts over there. They're in this fancy little playlist and It's all super handy. So just search for my name, Kelly Hanlon McCormick, and you'll find them all. All right. That's it. I will see you next week. And until then, please take care. Do you have someone to help you with your stress, anxiety, worry, and overwhelm? If not, I would love to be your coach. The Fierce Calm Project is my virtual coaching program where we get to go in on topics like this one, and I can help you apply these lessons to your life so that you're creating your own transformation. We do live coaching calls, guided meditations, on-demand yoga classes. We hold book club where we read books your neighborhood book club won't, and there's lots of bonus content that I've created just for you. When you're ready to take what you're learning on the podcast to a whole other level, then come on over and check out the Fierce Calm Project at kellyhanlonmccormick.com/Fierce Calm Project.